So far we study about C-string initializations, different way of initializations. We saw this one and this one. And we also saw this way of initializations. And you can manipulate indexed variables. So here we have a C-string variable, happy string. You can change the one character of this C-string variable using array square brackets. So here index 6 character is changed to Z. When you are manipulating C-string, you have to be careful that you do not override null character. If you override null character, the string is no more C-string, and which leads to unpredictable result when you are dealing with such corrupted strings. So here, 6, if you look at this string, 0, with the index starts from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At index 6, there is a null character, but if you look at here, we are storing character Z in index 6, which override the null character. So after you are doing these manipulations, this happy string is no longer correct C string because there is no null character at the end of this string. So unexpected behavior can occur when you are dealing with this happy string variable. So be careful not to override these null characters when you are manipulating C string variable. Okay, let's see the demo code for this one. Okay, let's compile this program and if I run it. So this program produces this output. Here we have 3 C string variable, A, happy string, and B. A is size of 3, B is also size of 3, and store AA2 and BB string. And happy string is size of 7 and is stored doobie-doo. And note that again, all the C string ends with this null character. So before we manipulate this variable, it prints this C string, 3 C string variables. So in before, happy string is doobie-doo, A is AA, BB. So this is expected result because we are just printing the stored value. But after manipulating this happy string, we put Z character in index 6. This overrides the null character in the happy string because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6th index, there is a null character, but we are overriding null character with Z. So after overriding this null character, and when we print this 3 C string variable, as you can see here, the result is not as expected here, happy string. Even though we expect that happy string is doobie-doo, it prints doobie-doo plus Z, and it also prints AA as well. Why is that? Because I already explained in the previous demo code, this one prints until it meets the null character. Because doobie-doo stores in happy string from index 0 to 5, and in before there was null character in index 6, so we stopped printing here, but now null character is override with Z, so it prints Z, and because there is no null character, it prints the next value, which is AA. So it prints AA as well, but here there is a null character here. So after printing AA, it stopped printing it. So that is the reason why this happy string cout print do be do ZAA. Okay, so let's go back to the slides. Okay. Okay, just so we haven't run this demo code. Let me quickly run this demo code as well. We need to iterate. If I compile this iterate code, it doesn't matter. You can ignore me. So just like other array, C-string variable is also array. Base type is character. You can iterate the C-string variable just like other array using a for loop. Here we are using range-based for loop to iterate the string character here. So here we iterate the string character. This one is H here because this S stores hi mom, it prints hi space mom exclamation mark, and because it's size 10, it prints like three more value here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it prints 10. So you can just iterate over C-string variable using for loop. Okay, now let's go back to the slides. Not like other primitive data types, you cannot use assignment operator to set the value of C-string variable like this. So this is a C-string variable, array of base type character. You cannot store the C-string value or assign C-string value to C-string variable using this assignment operator. This is because C-string is array of characters. So you must use strcpy functions like this. So if you want to assign C-string to C-string variable, you have to use this strcpy function. So this strcpy function copies the C-string value into this C-string variable. And this function do not check the size of the array. So if you try to save more greater length of C-string into the C-string variable, overflow occurs. So that can lead to some security issues. So you have to be careful about it. And similarly, unlike other primitive data types, you cannot compare two C-string with equal operator like this. You cannot do this. You have to use strcmp functions to compare two C-strings. So dealing with C-string is not trivial. We cannot treat it as other primitive data types, so it can possibly lead to some human error. So that is the reason why C++ introduced new types of string, which is a string class. With string class, we can treat string as just like other primitive data types. So we can use string more intuitive way. And we will learn about string class in next sessions. And you can get the length of the string using this strlen function, but you must be aware that this function returns the length of the string, not including null characters. So here we have a C-string variable storing do be do, which is a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we call this strlen function, passing this C-string variable, this function returns the 6, not including null. So you have to be careful about this because the actual length of this C-string is not 6, but 7 because there is another character here. But this strlen function returns only 6, not including the character. And you can concatenate two C strings using strcat functions like this way. So here it concatenates these two C strings. But if you use a string class, which we will learn in next session, we can just concatenate two strings using just plus operator. So it's much more simple and we don't need to use such functions. But when you are using strcat function, be aware that you have to incorporate spaces as needed. So for this one, the output of this strcat function is the range in space. Note that there is no space between these two C strings. So if you want space, you have to manually incorporate space here. Okay, in order to use C string, you don't need to include any C++ library. It is built into standard C++. But manipulating the C string, you may require to include libraries such as string.h and C string. But still, it is difficult to manipulate C string. For example, you have to keep worry about the null character, not to override it. So you must always maintain the C string in a way that it ends with null character. And the C string is just an array with base type character. And because array is a fixed size of data structure, you must create new array if there is not enough space left in the array. So dealing with C string is not as easy as you might think. And because of this, new representation of string is introduced in C++, which is a string class. And string class offers greater functionalities and it can make more secure programs. So let's study about string class in the next sessions.